You are now tuned into the Captain's Law Podcast
with your host, Rob Marbury.
All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Law Podcast. I'm your host, Rob, home of your sports, chill vibes, and strong opinions. All right? That's for football and basketball. What's happening, man? It's been a minute. Where my clap at? There we go. Clap it up. Let's get 2 more seconds of the clap. All right, enough. If you're new here, man, again, my name is Rob, man, 38, going on 39-year-old African-American male, resides in Prince George's County, Maryland, your typical husband, father, podcaster, amongst other things, man. Welcome here. If you like what you're hearing for the first 30 seconds, man, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, man. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm located everywhere, man. Anywhere you can find your music, anywhere you can find the podcast. Audio only. All right. Big announcement. First and foremost, let me apologize to y'all. I know I ain't made nothing in a minute, man, but I had a lot of stuff going on, man. I had to take some time to reflect, had to take a break. Definitely was dealing with some mental burnout. So before I get into everything I've missed in the past 3 weeks, almost a month, let me just get you hip what's going on. And if you don't want to hear this, I would say fast forward about, 3 or 4 minutes or so, and then we get to the sports stuff. So for those of you who don't know, if you're new here or, you're an OG, you part of the community, I started the podcast off and it was just audio, and then I did video. Then I went back to just audio, and then I went to video again, and now I'm going back to audio, and I think that it's just here to stay this time. So, of course, it's always a stipulation that a podcast is just really meant to be audio anyway. Yeah, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. But, something about that video, man, that just, tapping into another audience that, you didn't know you had yet, and that's all cool and dandy too. But see, that's where the burnout comes in, because when you're just doing audio, you just, however your setup is, whether you're sitting in a closet on your iPhone or your Android, or you in a studio and you got your cloud lifter, you got your audio interface, you got your dynamic mic, you know what I'm saying? You got your studio decor, you got a team filming it, however you do it. Once you record it, you hit stop, you just upload it, you put your details in there, your timestamps and all that. I mean, if you're not timestamping your stuff, you should. And then you're done. And that's it. Quick and simple. So if I talk for 30 minutes today and I say, you know what, I want to upload this immediately, I can talk for 30 minutes and then boom, hit stop. And maybe 10 minutes max, it can be out, you know what I'm saying, to the masses. When you doing that video, now again, whether you're doing video and if it's if you're using a phone, you know what I'm saying, you're using a GoPro, you're using a Insta360, a DJI, or you using, mirrorless or DSLR cameras, or you paying somebody to do that, you paying for studio space, all of that takes time. So in my case, I was doing everything on my own, full production, videos, video clips, you know what I'm saying? I'm posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Threads. I'm posting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching for comments. I'm checking analytics. Man, you keep doing all that shit for so long, bruh, and then you be like, bro, what the hell? So then, if you're not hip, you definitely should be following me on all socials, Captain's Law Podcast, all one word. I started doing my On the Bench segments, you know what I'm saying? So On the Bench segment is pretty much my phone, a tripod, some type of bench outside, anywhere I feel it's, a good area to record and I'm uninterrupted, most likely alone, and, a wireless lavalier. And I would literally summarize what I was doing or what I was talking about. I was summarizing 60 seconds what I was talking about in a 30-minute episode. And that shit was going off like crazy. Thousands of views. So I'm like, damn, well, why the fuck am I doing all this shit in the studio? You know what I'm saying? 2 soft box lights, 3 different angles, you know what I'm saying? Graphics, lower thirds, all this shit. when I could just take my phone and go outside and it feels more intimate. It feels like we sitting together, you know what I'm saying? And I could just say what I can say and roll. So I was just like, well, that's just what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to talk. And I'm going to put the shit out. And it is what it is. And then, whenever I feel on the bench, is needed, then I'll do it. And I can kind of have my time back. So that's what's going on here today in episode 160. This is audio only. You know what I'm saying? For my folks that's on YouTube, you can still get the audio only version on there, but it's not going to be no more video. It's not going to be no more studio video. You know what I'm saying? And who knows, man? I probably could start pumping these bitches out damn, 1 to 3 episodes a week if all I got to do is sit down here and talk. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on, man. And, I want to give a big shout out to the Threads platform, man, because I went to Threads about this, man, and I just spoke on it. And, I was very transparent, man. And the way Threads is set up is so dope is because it was just other podcasters coming back, like, in full support of what I was trying to do, as well as people who had gone through the same type of shit that I was going through at the time. And I think that just solidified it more. It's like, all right, bro, like, you're not alone out here, you know what I'm saying? And stop worrying about what the audience is. Stop worrying about trying to be the next biggest thing. I'm comparing myself to, celebrities and all of that because I feel like my video quality was of the same as theirs, if not better. But, when you thinking about all of this, I'm thinking about, oh, my video got to look like this. You know what I'm saying? I got to have this. I got to go on CapCut and do this. I got to go on Final Cut and do that. You don't hear me talking nothing about actually putting out good content, just talking about whatever my topics are. I didn't say anything about that. I'm worried about the production when I should just be worrying about just giving y'all the voice, you know what I'm saying? And the information, the hot takes, the strong opinions, the casual vibes. You see how far out I was, how far out I was lost? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, Get back to why you started it. Get back to the basics. Get back to the foundation. You know what I mean? So that's what I think that was about 4 minutes. So that is what's going on, and this is where we're at now. So let's get into the sports. All right. I didn't talk about the Super Bowl because I watched it, but I didn't record nothing on it. I'm just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all that there was no way Kansas City was going to lose. I felt like they was too invested in the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce shit, plus Patrick Mahomes as the face of the league. I knew there was no way in hell Kansas City was going to win. I knew it was no way in hell there was going to be Baltimore versus Detroit. You know what I'm saying? As I would have loved, but that would have been the ghettoest damn Super Bowl ever. So I knew that wasn't going to happen. The game was good. I know a lot of people like, man, no. I thought the game was good because, it wasn't just like this team just scoring. It was a defensive struggle, you know what I'm saying? And they go to overtime and, a missed or blocked field goal turns into Kansas City, you know what I'm saying, winning in overtime. I already knew that shit. I'm like, bro, if Taylor Swift then bought in about over $300 million in revenue just for being at the games. You know what I'm saying? Just for the cameraman fucking putting the camera on her every time they get a first down or Travis Kelce get a touchdown. I already knew it's no way that they was going to show her where her face sad because they lost. They was going to show her running on the field, giving Mr. Kelce a big-ass kiss because he won the Super Bowl. We already knew that was going to happen. You know what I mean? So congratulations to Kansas City. I did see that some people that got shot at the parade. It's still Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? It's still Kansas City. Ain't no goddamn grassy knolls and green pastures. It's still kind of the hood over there too. So no surprise there. But I'm glad the football is over, man, because on to my Commanders. The Commanders then completely cleaned house. You know what I'm saying? They didn't clean house from owner down. You know what I mean? So all I'm gonna say is this, man. Y'all done did a lot. You know what I mean? You got my man Eric Bieniemy out of there. You just hired somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then had this day or two delay before you said Eric Bieniemy wasn't gonna be back. So I'm gonna need 10 games. You know what I'm saying? And I would also like to know, just give us some type of notification, are we still rolling with Sam Howell or not? You know what I'm saying? I fool with Sam. I just think you just get him some linemen, you be cool. But I mean, I don't know. I just know that we got a entirely new staff, and I'm expecting 10 games. Can a diehard fan get 10 games? I signed a multi-year deal to be back on the team. You know what I'm saying? Full-time diehard fan. You got me for about another. You got me on a 3-year deal. You know what I'm saying? With X amount of dollars, probably zero, but I need 10 games, man. I need some playoffs. Like, I know everybody talk about, oh, man, Dallas, man, they sell a farm every year. Dallas won 12 goddamn games and got smoked in the playoffs. Listen, I will take a 10 to 12 win season and lose the first playoff game for the next couple of years because we ain't making the playoffs. So I'll take it. I'll take 12 wins regardless. I'll be out here. You couldn't tell me shit. If the Commanders win 10, 11, 10 plus games, you ain't going to be able to tell me shit. I don't care if they win. As far as that, if they win 10 games, I'm going to put them up against any other team any day. We're going to argue, you know what I'm saying, all day. So we'll see about that. Anyway, basketball. All-Star weekend just passed, man. Listen, just stop doing the All-Star game. Let's put that on the shelf with the Pro Bowl, all right? Pro Bowl, All-Star game, waste of time. Like, just get them a break and let them relax because they don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the incentive is for I don't know what the incentive is for these NBA players to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or you selected. I know it's a good accolade for your career, but I don't know if they get money to do it. But unless you're going to find a reason for them to actually be competitive, it's pointless to do it. We can start with the skills challenge. The skills challenge was dumb. Like if you're going to go back to the original format for the All-Star game when it was just East versus West, you should have went back to the original format for everything. Them skills challenge, throwing the ball through these big ass holes. There ain't really no challenge, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, Anthony Edwards shooting threes with his left hand, team losing, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, we was in, y'all was in Indianapolis. Y'all was pushing the Halliburton shit hard. Y'all was pushing it hard, but he a dog though. Hey, shout out to matter of fact, give me the clap. Get applause. Hey, shout out to the ugly jump shot mob. All right, I'm in there. Shout out to the folks out there with the broken, ugly ass jump shot, but it's still a bucket. I'm fucking with it big time. So shout out to Halliburton for that. All right, somebody got to carry the torch for us out here. You know what I mean? But I love it though, man. I love how like Indiana was really, really putting on for their state, for their city. It was really, really putting on, man. I don't think I've seen any other state that hosted the All-Star game really, really do that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, the skills challenge was whack. The three-point contest was cool. I think you can I don't think you need that many people. It was like 8 people. You probably could have dropped, between 2 and 4 of them, man. And shout out to Dame. Dame came in there. You know what I'm saying? And he was on straight business the whole weekend. So he came in there and won. Special shout out to Steph Curry and Sabrina. I don't know her last name, so I'm just going to say Miss Sabrina. I can't pronounce it. That shit, honestly, that probably was the best part of the entire All-Star weekend. This lady came out. She played for the New York Liberty, WNBA. And she was shooting the lights out the gym, man. She was spot on. I think she hit 26 or 27 shots. She got 27 points. She was really lighting fire, man. I honestly thought that it was a wrap. I was like, ain't no way Steph coming back from this. But, you know what I'm saying? This is what happens, when you doubt Steph being Steph. Because once he got past that second rack, he was lights out. He hit 4 or 5 of his money balls. I think he hit 1 of those yellow balls. I think he gave you 3 points. And then he hit all the rest of them at the end. So he finished with 29. Like, greatest shooter ever, bro. But, like, that shit was fun. It was competitive. Like, it was competitive. And don't get me started on the fucking dunk contest. Listen, Mac McClung, I'm with it. What's the guy Toppin? I'm with it. Jaylen Brown, fuck no. And whoever the other dude it is that play for the Miami Heat. Bro, where y'all finding these people at, man? Like, listen. Stop bringing these people who can't dunk or who not no high flyers. If you're not a high flyer, you shouldn't be dunking. I get the format. It seems like you always got to have a really tall guy. You got to have somebody who's shorter but who got bunnies. And then you got to have like that question mark. And he just always had this random fucking dude. But the dunk contest was so whack, dog. Like, Mac McClung's first dunk was at 50. And I don't know if the announcer was really on some like, we need Jaylen Brown to win because we can't let the G Leaguer win again. But them ratings for them dunks was a little crazy. Like, you gave Mac McClung like a 48 for him jumping over somebody and like letting the ball fall out of his hands and then catching it for a reverse dunk. And that wasn't a 50. And then Jaylen Brown jumped over somebody sitting in a fucking chair. Supposed to have been. I think that's the old D Brown where you supposed to close your eyes with your arm, put your arm put your face in your arm and dunk. He did that shit after it went in. Like, motherfucker jumped like 3-4 feet off the ground, and then he had like almost similar score to Mac McClung. What? Like, no, it's no way. So, bro, get people in here who want to do it, bro. The dunk contest used to be the thing of beauty, bro. I just feel like, personally, after Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon matchup, bro, it ain't been the same since. That was the best dunk. The Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon dunk contest was the best dunk contest since Vince and them. And it ain't been nothing close to that since. As in a unit. I ain't talking about it just as a one person. As of at least 2 out of the 4 dunkers. All the rest of this shit been some bullshit. And the All-Star game was some bullshit too. 211 points. All these motherfuckers was doing was shooting threes. And you know what I'm saying? And then it's like my thing. It's like, you know, you got LeBron in there. Like, man, LeBron should have been coming off the bench. I know this is an All-Star weekend, but it don't mean shit. But you come out there, you just fucking lollygagging up the court. Fat Luka out there ain't doing, man. Put them youngins in there, man, and let them play. You see fucking Shea out there. You see Halliburton out there. You see Dame out there, older player. But you see them players getting out there. They actually trying to play that. I mean, they just shooting threes. But, bro, this shit's supposed to be exciting. I couldn't fathom paying, I don't know how much amount of money to go to an All-Star weekend to see some bullshit performance. I'd be pissed to pay. I mean, how much is somebody let me know. How much do we even cost to go to All-Star weekend? What's a cheap seat at the All-Star weekend? Because if I'm sitting up in the 400s, I done spent all my little hard-earned money to go up there and watch y'all fuck around the whole time. No, I'd be pissed. So overall, I thought that shit was whack. I thought it was whack as hell. So All-Star weekend, man, I'm just going to start skipping that shit. I mean, it's really the only thing on because the Super Bowl was a week before, but it's whack, bro. Like, what can we do to make the All-Star weekend exciting? I ain't saying go out here and give me no playoff basketball, but can we get some regular season competition? Like, can we really, really get, like, some competitive All-Star weekend stuff? Can we? Oh, no. Let me know, man. I would love it, man. But that's all I got, man. Again, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the show. We are back, episode 160. Captain out.